Sovereign. Sovereign citizen, sovereign nation. What exactly does it mean to be sovereign? Well, sovereignty is a union in a nation but not governed by the nation or the state that it resides in. It's actually the total power of its own separate entity. By making laws and implementing them, a sovereign nation has the power to govern itself. And Banu Tallahassiy Native American Reserve is up for discussion today. Hello everyone, I'm Melanie Sippel. Welcome to another edition of Official Philly Image TV. What exactly does it mean to be sovereign? Standing by is the Emir-in-Chief Abdul-Hamiyd of Banu Tallahassiy Native American Reserve, here to tell us more about sovereignty and what that represents for the Banu Tallahassiy tribe. Greetings, Chief Abdul-Hamiyd. How are you today?
Peaceful greetings, Melody. We're blessed. And how are you today?
Great. I'm fine. Thank you. I would like to talk to you today about your tribe, Banu Tallahassiy, how it all began, and the full scope of sovereignty. So let's jump right into discussion. My first question to you is, what led or inspired you to explore your Native American heritage?
Okay, what led and inspired me to explore my North American heritage was three things primarily. One, over a period of 30 years, our family have been having family reunions, particularly on my father's side of the family. Also, in doing some research on my own, William Lauren Katz, the author of a number of books on the Black American experience, he's wrote a couple books on Black Indians and Black Cowboys. And in the early 90s, I met Mr. Katz. I went to New York, visited him, and I sought to bring the exhibit of the Black Cowboys and Black Indians to the city of Chester, where I grew up at, in the early 90s. And so I brought the exhibit to the Deshawn Museum in Chester, which is one of the oldest museums in the country, which is since closed. Widener University has now taken over the art and the various treasures that was in that museum. They're now housed at Widener University in Chester, Pennsylvania. And lastly, the UN resolution on the rights of indigenous people, which in 2007 was brought before the full body of the UN for a vote on that resolution. And in researching that document, a very important document, over the last few years, that also inspired me to seek out our Native American heritage.
How many national citizens does Banu Tallahassiy Reserve have in its ranks?
Banu Tallahassiy, Melanie, currently has between 150 and 300 families that are part of Banu Tallahassiy Reserve. And it is open to anyone, well, practically anyone. I really need to qualify that, but most people are free to become a part of Banu Tallahassiy Reserve if they share our mission and our goals and our purposes. And again, as I stated earlier, we are very unique as Native Americans in that we follow and our guidelines and our rules and our regulations and our whole life, way of life and lifestyle is basic foundation is in the Quran, which was the final revelation, we believe firmly, that was revealed by our Creator, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to his last prophet, Muhammad ibn Abdullah, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him. Then they can become a part of us. And there are some basic restrictions, but time does not permit us to go into those particulars at this time.
What are some of the benefits that Banu Tallahassee has to offer its national citizens?
That's a pretty good question, Melody. Some of the main benefits that we provide our nationals and citizens at Banu Tallahassee Reserve is that we have our own official credentials for our nationals and citizens, and those credentials include a driver's license, a passport card, and an INARS card. And INARS is the acronym for Indigenous Native American Recording Service. We recently had our driver's licenses instituted with the U.S. Department of Transportation. So we do have a U.S. Department of Transportation issued number. We also have our own tags for our vehicles as well. And we have a tax exemption being a 501(d) unincorporated association, which is a tax-exempt educational foundation.
And what exactly is Banu Tallahassee's mission or vision? How do you feel Banu Tallahassee Reserve is seeking to achieve, and is it tangible and realistic?
Our mission and vision essentially is this. We want our nationals and our citizens to be educated, become educated and enlightened about their unalienable rights, those rights that are God-given rights. Unfortunately, a lot of us do not really clearly understand the importance of God-given rights. That is our basic mission. Our vision is essentially that we want to make available all the tools necessary for each of our nationals and citizens to realize their full potential as human beings.
Chief Abdul-Hamiyd Muhammad, it's been a pleasure. Thank you for taking the time for this interview.
And thank you, Melanie. We appreciate the opportunity to share our views, Banu Tallahassee Reserve views, with the audience today. And let me close by saying this. We understand that freedom isn't free. It takes much sacrifice as well as humility of putting the group's intentions and issues first before ourselves as individuals. And what Banu Tallahassee Reserve is seeking to engender is that very thing, that as a group we can get much done, and as individuals we get a lot less done. Again, thank you so much.
Great. Thank you once again. Have a great day, and we look forward to talking with you again soon. Take care. We'll be right back.